Hi guys, and welcome to Pushing Polygons. Today has been one of the most shocking days in game history. Microsoft has gone ahead and acquired Activision for $68.7 billion. And I said billion, not million, but billion dollars. This is one of the largest tech acquisitions in the history of the industry. But before we get into that, let me know in the comments below where you think this is going to leave Sony and what games do you think Microsoft is going to publish first. I look forward to having that conversation with you. And before we get into it, if you like this video, tap that like button, smash the subscribe button, and do ding that bell. It'll let you know when new videos go up. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. It's been no secret. Over the last year, the Activision has been a company under siege. From employee walkouts because of the developer crisis to lawsuits from the state of California, Activision and its CEO, Bobby Kotick, have been in a heap of trouble that they have been trying to clean up. However, with the recent slide of the company's troubles, and things not looking any better, Call of Duty by many considered to be in the can with QA on Warzone and Vanguard slipping, Microsoft has stepped in to give the company a lifeline. Over the holidays, Phil Spencer and team have been putting together the ability for them to announce a merger with Activision. Now, it's really important to say that this is huge. Although Microsoft has come out and said that they are not looking to rip away games from the PlayStation community, I think that we do need to look at their acquisition of Bethesda as a template for what they are going to do with the Activision acquisition. Games like Call of Duty Warzone, they are very service oriented. It is a game that continues, and most of the money made on that game, since they do not charge for it, is made on the purchase of microtransactions and for seasons. So that game would really benefit from staying on all consoles. But if you look at the other catalog games, and although they are few from Activision, I believe that Microsoft would make the moves to make those games exclusive to the Xbox platform. So if you're thinking that a Call of Duty several years down the road, and I'm talking a base Call of Duty, if they don't discontinue them altogether, will be exclusive to Game Pass. They will be exclusive to PC and the Xbox and will not make their way to PlayStation. Phil Spencer's comments, because they were again vague as they were at the initial onset of the acquisition of Bethesda, do leave people wondering, but I do think that the Bethesda template was a good way to look at it. Now, a lot of people also do not like the history of CEO Bobby Kotick. And because of that, there have been questions of whether or not Kotick will stay with the company once the acquisition is completed. Sources close to this, per WCCF Tech, have stated that Kotick will probably make an exit once the acquisition is complete in Microsoft's fiscal 2023, which runs from July 2022 through June of 2023. But let's look at the games. So what games do we think are going to remain exclusive to Xbox? Or what games could Xbox bring back? And what is Sony's answer to this situation? Games that Activision owns that Microsoft could consider bringing back would be one of the big classics that was on Xbox, that made its debut on Xbox, that made its name on Xbox, and that was Geometry Wars. The simple arcade shooter, twin stick shooter made by Bizarre Creations was one of the first games that launched with the Xbox 360, and a new next generation iteration would probably be looked on very favorably. Looking down through the list, we also see that Activision owns Spyro. They own Crash Bandicoot. So, being that Microsoft's weakness at this point is with platformers and games for a younger audience, I can see them giving the green light to Toys for Bob to continue to make those types of games and to get back on track for enticing that demographic and enticing parents perhaps to subscribe to Game Pass. But where does this leave Sony? Well, Sony may potentially be losing another big hitter, as they have had deals in the past with Activision for Call of Duty. Now, with this acquisition, it was noted today that the previous contracts would be voided, as they were only for betas and exclusive content anyway. There was no additional leverage in the contract, so at least as far as a contract standpoint, it's really not a big loss for Sony. But if they lose games, the question then for them is, what do they do next? And it's almost kind of fitting, tit for tat, that the games started on Microsoft's Xbox, namely Knights of the Old Republic, that's coming to the PlayStation 5, started on the Xbox, but Crash Bandicoot, which started on the PlayStation 1, is going to potentially be exclusive to the green console. This has been one heck of a year for Xbox during its 20th anniversary. And I don't think the hits are going to stop rolling yet. Phil Spencer and company will be planning some form of event, most likely within the next several weeks, to discuss a little more about the acquisition of Activision. But I think that we can expect, although it may not be called E3, let's call it the Xbox press conference, should be very, very interesting this year. So again, what do you guys think? Is Microsoft going to bring back some old Activision classics? Pitfall, perhaps? And is Sony going to respond by maybe acquiring the 3 studios that they have helped start at an early stage? Or do you think that Sony will do something bigger, maybe outright buying more shares in Epic or extending their deals with Square Enix? I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's have the discussion. Where does Sony go next, and what is Xbox's first move with Activision? Guys, again, if you like these videos, do tap that like button, smash the subscribe button, and ding the bell. It'll let you know when new videos go up. But with that being said, I want to thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.